So the first alphanumeric code that we are going to understand is ASCII code. Okay. So what is the full form of ASCII? You must have listened, you must have heard ASCII character. Okay. So what do you mean by what is the full form of ASCII? ASCII, it's nothing but it is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, so in the ASCII code format, what they have done is it is actually a 7-bit code. Okay, so in computer it uses 7-bit to represent that code. Okay, so if it is a 7-bit, what is the maximum number that you can represent with? That is, if there are 7 ones, what is a decimal equivalent of 7 ones? It is 127. So from 0 to 127 it can represent 128 characters. Okay, so with the help of ASCII code, okay, you will be able to represent 128 characters. So how they have represented? So this ASCII table, it will give you the complete set of 128 characters. Okay, so it is 0. 0 means null. Okay, so you may not understand, you just come here. Okay, so it is, so what is the decimal equivalent? It is 65. The character is A. Okay, so that is the English alphabet A. Okay, the decimal equivalent of A is 65. So this 65 will then be converted into a binary number. So how to do the decimal to binary conversion? You must have already studied. So when you do that, you will get 1000001. So when you press A in your computer, so internally it will be converted into 10000, 100 and 0001. So and then the computer, your CPU will understand that it will understand that you have pressed A. Okay, so this is what ASCII representation, that is, so you're typing in a language that you understand, but before the computer can process the information, it needs to be given in a binary form. So to represent that, there are various ASCII codes. So the first one is ASCII. Okay, so your alphabets, English alphabet A to Z. Okay, it starts from 65 to 90, whereas the small letter A, it starts from 97 to 122, and the number 0, so it is the decimal equivalent of number 0 is 48, and hash, so the decimal equivalent is 35. So that 35 should be converted into a binary number, and then only your computer can understand that you have pressed hash, right? Okay, so this is your ASCII representation. So let us understand the ASCII representation with the help of an example. The following message is encoded in ASCII code. What is the actual message? Okay, so this is the sequence of bytes. Okay, it's given. Okay, 100, 100. Okay, so these are all the binary numbers. Okay, so to encode the message, first of all, what do you mean by encoding? So encoding, it's nothing but it is, instead of to simply understand, whenever you type password, okay, so when you log into your email ID, you will be typing your mail ID and then password. Okay, the mail ID will be displayed as such, but your password, whatever the character that you type, it will be displaying as asterisk only, because to give the safety. Okay, so that is how the information will be transmitted in the borders. Okay, so whenever they wanted to send the secret messages, so it will be encoded. It's nothing but the information, it will be converted from one format to another. Okay, so here I want to convert the information from binary format to the format which we can understand. Okay, so this is a ASCII representation. So this is a binary number. So this binary number, first what you have to do, you have to convert it into a corresponding decimal equivalent or hexadecimal equivalent. So the decimal equivalent of this particular number is 72. So 72, it is a ASCII value of which alphabet? It is H. So similarly, you have to do it for each and every binary sequence, and then the message actually is help. Okay, so this is how it has been internally done for the computer to understand and then for you to understand, right? So the next alphanumeric code that we are going to understand is ISKI code. So what is the full form of ISKI? ISKI stands for Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. So if you have looked closely at the ASCII table, so in the ASCII table we have number of spaces, number of special characters, and then we have English alphabets, uppercase and then lowercase letters. However, nowadays we are using computers and then you will be able to type information in Tamil or Hindi or whatever the regional language that you are familiar with, you will be able to do that. How is that possible? Okay, so because I need to represent my language in the computer as well. Okay, so to incorporate the Indian languages, okay, so there is a code has been designed, that is what ISKI code. Okay, so it is important to have a common standard for all for the Indian scripts. Okay, so English, apart from English, so we are following number of languages. Those languages also needs some representation. Okay, so that will be that has been that is very important. Okay, in 1991 the Bureau of Indian Standards adopted the ISKI code, so they have come up with this particular standard. All the products, okay, just products, that is graphics and intelligence based script terminology, all these products are based on ISKI only. Okay, so it is being used in IBM and then Apple as well, and in the government, so ISKI, it has been mandatory for the data collecting organizations like the election commission, because so the election commission, it is going to collect the details of all Indians, right? Okay, and then they are using ISKI code for storing that information, even the land projects. Okay, so what is ISKI? It is nothing but to represent the Indian languages. There is a standardization, that is what ISKI, Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange.